Dirty people live in the streets. You got to be careful of everyone you meet. There's looting and shooting, people stabbing and grabbing. The innocent bystander, the police are grabbing. Ain't it a pity, 'cause you hate the city. But the way you feel ain't no big deal. You got to survive, and that's the real nitty-gritty. You go uptown, downtown, you got to turn your life around.
Like to welcome everybody out to UncleLou's roller rink. This is an all skate.
Our mind is free, free from the street, from captivity. Break out, break it. It doesn't matter where you've been. Snake bit, lions den. You need someone to be your friend. Come to try to
Pete, did you say you needed a glowing microphone? Is that what you said? Imagine if they made one of those, a light up microphone. That'd be amazing. Chess Hall, please get off the railing, sir. Chess Hall, please get off the railing. It's your last warning.
come to try to. Ain't it a pity, 'cause you hate the city. But the way you feel ain't no big deal. You got to survive, and that's the real nitty-gritty. You go uptown, downtown, you got to turn your life around.
And we're here to rock. Rhymes like ours could never be stopped. See, it's three of us, and I know we're fresh. Party rockers, non-stoppers, and our names are deaf. See, the J is for just, the other for jamming. The F is for fresh, A-N-D, deaf. Behind the turntables is DJ Train. Mixing and scratching is the name of the game. Now here's a little something about nosy people. It's not real hard, it's plain and simple, baby D. Supersonic. Supersonic.
Supersonic motivating rhymes are creating. And everybody knows that JJ Fad is devastating. We know you like us, girls, so you better get sterile. 'Cause we are the home chicks that are rocking your world. Supersonic. Supersonic.
Supersonic is a word when people start to
Listen.
Especially bigger people, they pay close attention. You might not believe it, you might not even
Buy it.
but when it comes to our lady, you might even try it.
Supersonic. Supersonic.
Now all you supersonic people try to bite our rhymes. You may think that you are deaf, but you're way behind. So you better listen good to what we have to say. 'Cause when it comes to JJ Fad, you can get no play.
Supersonic. Supersonic.
Now he's the from coast to coast. My man can cut and scratch, but I don't mean to boast. He may be a little light, but that's okay, cause when he cuts to the beat, it sounds this way. Hit it! Supersonic. Supersonic.
Yeah, it's finally my turn to rock the mic because my devastating beats I know you will like. You see my beatbox is fresh, it'll blow your mind. And if you don't like my beats, I'll go
big in your behind. Supersonic. Supersonic.
Dick in hand, the shit that has you turned down. A little city, chillin' in the North Bay. Needless to say, my boys don't play, fool. You're beside and you know how the song goes. In the back, sippin' purple chongos. Don't look for trouble, but it always seems to find us. 40 gripping pennies, sippin' and it seems right behind us. Quick left, one blow, KO. Hit the road to the next episode. In the saga of a few fellas. Oh, what the hell? I guess I better tell ya. It's Friday night, I got a brand new kit on. I bet the heat for me to get bent on. Hit the country club to pick up ML 80 West. Back to the hotel. At the telly, folks was doing pipe work. Johnny Z had his hand up on miniskirt. The latte in the corner started to flirt. And I knew that when she saw me, baby doll was gonna drop me. Set for the night, so I took her to my ride. Grabbed my Mickey and my brother, and I met her outside. Who ride, rolling, striking through to be seen. A Lexus 400 turning triple gold Z's. Acid in my bottle, so I gotta get some more. Put the pedal to the metal, back to the liquor store. Cause you know what I mean when I'm feeling kinda funky. A sick honky, straight going donkey. Money in my sock, Jimmy in the glove. Laying in the Lexus, I'm about to make real love. And burn rubber up the block. Back to the jelly, I gotta get some new cock. New cock.
Stop mistreating Uncle Lou!
No sleep till
Yeah, good morning, Annette. Guess what? Just take a wild guess. It's Uncle Lou here. That's right, it's me, Uncle Lou, live for you on LouTube today. Thanks for watching. Lunch Money with me, my boy Pigskin Pete. What's up, Pete? Pete?
Monday is the best show on all of YouTube about nothing.
It's literally about nothing, although we do actually have something to talk about tonight. We got a good show today. I think it's a good show anyway. I mean, Edward's coming on. I hope. That's always good.
I hope so, too.
He's going to be trash talking the airline industry. Can you imagine, Pete, going out to check your mail and a 777 engine falls in your yard?
No, I can't imagine that.
That's
Who
crazy.
That happened to?
What happened yesterday in Denver?
Oh, it did?
Yeah.
I must not have been watching the news.
Oh, I thought that's why you sent the thing about the airline. Yeah, United Airlines flight from Denver to California right after takeoff. The right engine exploded, and it was landing all in people's yards.
Yeah, I didn't hear about that. You know what that sounds like? You remember on Breaking Bad when that happened?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, on Breaking Bad, whenever the plane exploded over his house and they had airplane parts fall. No, I didn't hear about that. I was doing it because every time I take a flight anywhere since 9/11, I get triggered to the 10th degree.
Yeah. Well, there's plenty of reason.
So that's why I did that.
Speaking of flights, we have somebody that is so dedicated, so devoted to the cause of Slob Olympics, Pete, that he is flying to Atlanta for the Slob Olympics. You believe
Who
me?
is this?
Neo.
No, I can't believe.
Yeah.
Neo is.
Neo, yes.
Where's he flying from?
Texas, as it were.
Oh, well, I'd be trying to get out of that hellhole too.
Right?
For him.
Yeah. Man. He might not want to go back. He's going to love it here. He might want us to stay here in Georgia.
Yeah,
Wow.
exactly.
Yeah. Shout out to Neo. Found out yesterday he's coming, so that's good. He'll be there late Friday night, but he'll be there Friday night, so yeah. Now,
The more the merrier.
I know I texted you earlier about what we were doing tonight. I'm going to give you the complete list of people right now because you may have to make some adjustments.
First of all, I tried to list all of the people that I know are coming or we think are coming and competing, and I got up to 11.
Okay, I have 14.
So I'm definitely forgetting at least one or two people.
Yeah, I've got 14. Now, I got an email from somebody today that says they're coming. What YouTube name is X-Wing Sports. I do recognize the name, but other than that, so it was hard for me to rank him. So by default, I put him last because I don't know. I know nothing about him. But let me give you the complete list, and then as we get along with the show, you can make some adjustments, and then we'll do the odds at 11 o'clock. So
yes, do that.
Here's the complete list in no particular order. X-Wing Sports, Pete, BVD, Lou, Carter, D4, TikTok Chess Hall, Jesse J, Celine Driver, VicTube, Sea-Dog Morgan, Neo, Kevin Cook, What Wife Can't Stand You. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know who that is.
Yeah, and Slim Shady Canes.
So that's 15 people. Uh,
14.
You left out.
That's 14.
Celine,
That's 14
Driver?
people. No, I listed Celine.
You left out.
I said Celine.
You left out Law Tide.
Oh shit! I got to redo my list.
I think did you leave out Carter? Hold on, let me count this.
No, I got Carter.
One.
I did leave out Law Tide, so there's 15 people. Let's see, where's Law Tide going to go in these odds?
Yeah, there's 15. Like I said, 15 people. Yeah.
Yeah, 15.
Uh,
Let's see, where's Law Tide going?
I'm going to have to redo my order now because I had 1 through 11, but in light of these new people that I forgot about, or ex-Wing Sports new guy, I'm going to have to redo this. So I'm glad we're doing this at 11.
You're doing it at 11. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Kevin Cook was one I didn't have down too. And I knew he was coming. I don't know why. You know what it is? He changed his name.
Yeah, I knew Law Tide was
He's like
coming.
Kevin Dog Fan for Life or something. And I can't keep up with these people. Look, Kevin is a very popular name on YouTube and in general in life.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Forgive me for not knowing that Kevin Cook was Kevin Dog Fan for Life. I probably should have known that.
Well, now his wife and him hate you.
Yeah, well, tell they can both get in line.
Right.
It'd be a long line.
Now, opening prayer will be at 10:45. Weigh-ins at 11. I will be leading the opening prayer.
Oh, that'll be interesting.
Yes, I'm an ordained minister. I've got it offline, off the internet.
Yeah, that's about as useful as that UGA diploma you have.
Yeah, see, him is coming. See, now you know what?
Him is coming.
I might not ought go, because him is coming, and that I'm scared to death.
Well, I'm terrified.
I might not ought come.
But based on all the people that are going to come kick my ass, I'm terrified.
I'm gonna take the next 10 seconds to really think about it and come to a decision.
Yeah. Well, I already made my decision. I'm coming, and I will bet. This used to be a betting show. I'll bet anybody $500 I will not leave there beat up by anybody.
I've reached my decision.
Anybody want to take that bet?
After careful consideration and much prayer, as well as some thoughts, I've reached a decision. I am coming.
Good.
My suggestion to him.
Out of all the people you just named, the people that are suspected to come or say they're coming, and I think they'll all come. So don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But out of all those people, the 15 we just named, who is most likely to back out at the last minute?
Him. My suggestion to him would be, come to the Slob Olympics. Bring your wireless keyboard and a copy of your last will and testament. I'm an ordained minister. I'd be happy to read you your last rites. He may have a heart attack running the 40-yard dash, him. I don't know.
I have to be more clear on who him is. I think I know who him is.
Him's in the comments
But
section.
I'm not 110% sure.
Oh.
Huh?
Oh, okay. Well, does it matter? Does it really matter?
No.
No.
Can I send my thoughts out to him?
Yeah.
My thoughts are with you, him.
Him says he's not one of them. That must have been like the... is them the same as they?
It probably is. I'd probably rather be him than them or they, honestly.
I'd rather be almost anybody than him.
Even they?
I'd rather be they or them. I'd rather be a combination of they and them.
I don't know. See, at least him can stand on his own 2 feet because it's only him. You know. I don't want to rely on either they or them to carry my conviction.
Uh-oh, Pete, you've done messed up now, according to him. Done messed up now. Keep laughing, he says. Originally, now I don't know if this is still the case. We can ask him. Originally, him said he was coming to the Slob Olympics to dare me to give my religious views to him's face. That was his whole issue. Yeah, I bet you won't tell me your religious views to my face. I'll tell anybody that walks up to Uncle Lou and goes, "Hey Lou, what's your religious views?" Be happy to tell them. I tell people on here all the time, and they don't even ask.
This might be a dumb question, but everything I ask is dumb. So don't be surprised if it's dumb. But why does him, they, or them care what your religious views are in the first place?
Well, that's.
I mean, is that a legitimate question?
No, it's almost an obvious question. A little too obvious. It's a great question. So, I don't know. Maybe if he comes, I'll beat him to death with a Bible. Would that be wrong?
Why not? That might be wrong, but what about a Torah? I think the Torah is thicker.
Oh.
That'd be a better weapon.
Those usually are hardback, too.
Yeah, hit him with the Torah, or maybe even the ancient Sanskrit.
I can get Celine Driver to bring the actual 10 Commandments.
That would be the best.
Yeah.
You might hit him one time, and God Himself will strike him down.
You know,
do nothing after that.
If we were having a swimming competition in the Slob Olympics, I have a feeling him would do pretty well.
Well, you wouldn't have to swim. He'd just walk right on water.
Oh, yeah, maybe that's how he got here.
Or maybe he might just part the pool like Moses and walk through it.
Part the pool. The Moses parting the Red Sea meme with Bernie Sanders sitting in between the parted Red Sea with his mittens on was hilarious. I thought the Bernie Sanders memes were dead until we landed on Mars a couple of days ago. Now everybody's posting pictures of Bernie Sanders sitting on Mars.
I still think that the one, I don't know if you sent it to me or somebody sent it to me on Twitter or tagged me in it, or maybe, I don't know, but it was the Wu-Tang Clan, Wu-Tang Forever album cover with, all 9 members and Bernie Sanders chilling in the middle of them.
Oh my God.
That was the best one.
Yeah, those memes were great.
Yeah.
I think Edward's on the line.
Uh-oh.
No sense in making the people wait on. I mean, this is the reason they're here, so probably just go ahead and put him on, don't you think?
I'd say so, yeah.
Okay, let's give this a try. Edward, good morning, sir.
Hey, good morning, Uncle Lou. It's Edward calling. How you doing on this awesome Monday night?
Doing great, Edward. How are you? You got Pete on here with you, too.
Doing awesome. Pete, what's up?
What's up, Edward?
Hey, I'm working for the best bosses in the world. This is great.
Edward, now...
And you're the best employee of the world.
Yes, you are.
Thanks.
You're worth every penny we pay you.
Oh, yeah.
In fact...
Well, I can tell why some people in that comment section might say, oh, this guy's loud. Oh, he's annoying. Well, I know why. They're jealous because I've been selected to trash talk, and they didn't get it.
Yeah.
They didn't get that opportunity.
Pete, maybe next week we'll have Edward trash talk him.
Trash
that
talk
sounds
myself.
like a good idea.
Oh, man.
I'll trash out myself.
Edward, what'd you do this weekend, buddy?
This weekend, well, let's see. Well, did laundry from my house. Let's see, that was, 2 days ago. Then, so basically, took it easy. Saturdays, take it easy and ride my scooter around my house.
Your scooter?
Yeah.
What is that?
I got like a motor scooter, gas powered.
Like a moped?
You mean like a wheelchair? You mean like a wheelchair?
No. Well, I think Lou just said it, like a moped.
Did you steal one of those things from Walmart that you ride around in that's motorized?
No. No, I didn't do that. No, I actually bought an actual motor scooter, like a gas-powered scooter.
And you drive that around your house? When somebody's supposed to do something around their house...
Well, meaning I drive it in my neighborhood.
The house.
In my neighborhood.
Oh, okay. Look, I walk around the house, right? I don't drive a motor scooter around the house.
All right.
That would be slob
Well,
behavior.
What I meant to say was I drive it like in my neighborhood.
Okay, I got you. Around the neighborhood, not around the house.
Right.
Unless you're literally driving around the house, like in a circle.
Yeah. Or you could say, unless I'm totally like drunk, then yeah, that could happen. But I try to avoid that.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna get to Edward's trash talk here in just a second, but let me tell everybody exactly what we're gonna do after Edward's call with the Slob Olympics. Me and Pete talked earlier today. Me and Pete, independent of each other, I don't know Pete's list and he doesn't know mine. We have made a list of the order of finish for all the Slob Olympians from 1st through 15th place. Who I think's going to win, who I think's going to come in 2nd, 3rd, 4th, all the way down through 15. Pete has done the same thing. We're going to come up with official odds to win the Slob Olympics based on the lists that me and Pete have developed. So here's how it'll work. Let's say I picked BVD to win, and Pete picked BVD to come in 3rd. The average of that is 2nd place, right? So BVD would get marked down for 2nd place. We're going to do that for all 15 people. The highest average place, like let's say BVD at 2nd was the highest average of any 15 of the Slob Olympians. BVD would be the official favorite to win. His odds are going to be plus 200. The favorite's odds are going to be plus 200, and it's going to increase by 200 for every Slob Olympian after that. So whoever averages out to be the 2nd place finisher, their odds will be plus 400. So if you guys are looking to make any bets on the Slob Olympics, these will be your official odds, and we'll give those out. We'll figure that out here after Edward's call. Our trash talking, which we're going to get to in just a second. JoJo Bugs, thank you for hitting the super chat tonight, sir. He says, good luck to all the participants, and may the best slob win. One thing is, for whoever wins is without question the best slob. This is a wide variety of events, 10 different events, I think. Some completely physical, some completely mental, some a combination of the two, like the shoe throw. So this is an accurate representation of one's slobbiness, without question. So the winner will, without a doubt,
without question,
be the best slob. There will be no debate about it. And there will be no tie. If for some reason it ends in a tie, we'll come up with a way to break the tie right there on the spot or whatever. There will be no tie for 1st place. We're not going to break every tie. If 2 people tie for 8th, who cares? But we will figure it out. There will be one slob to rule them all, period. Gold and Blue Dude, thank you for the super chat, though. He says, I will be in the Slob Olympics. That is all. Not sure if trolling or...
I don't think he is trolling.
You're coming to the Slob? I saw you made a video, but I thought it was kind of a joke because I didn't think you were coming to the Slob Olympics. So,
well, no, I don't know for sure, but he did tell me on my Friday night show that he was coming and he was going to compete. So I mean, I don't know for sure. He's not trolling, I don't think. I
would like some confirmation so that I could add him to our participant list for the purposes of making these odds later. Let me know. Are you coming? Are you not coming? Are you maybe coming? Or are you might coming? Let me know. Edward, tonight we're going to have you trash talk the airline industry. Do you think you can handle that?
Ooh. I think just like the whole company, not just a particular airline, just the whole company.
Yeah.
That just airline travel in general, plus the companies, U.S. Air, American Airlines, whatever.
And United would be in there.
And United.
Well, I could definitely trash United. That's pretty easy. Yeah, well, I could definitely trash United, and yeah, I think I can handle this one. I'll just have to get some. I think I got some material I could use up.
He says he's definitely coming. All right, I'm adding you to the participant list. But just make sure you're outside the embassy suite Saturday morning at 10:45 a.m. for morning prayer. If you're not interested in a prayer, which would be weird, just make sure you're there at 11 for weigh-ins. You have to weigh in or you cannot compete. So you have from now till March 6th at 11 a.m. to find your way to the Embassy Suites in downtown Atlanta next to Centennial Park, and I'm adding you to the participant list for the purposes of these odds that we'll do here in a little bit. All right, Edward. The floor is yours, sir.
All right. Well, airline industries. I get to have fun with you now. U.S. United, you're included. Delta, everybody's included. So this is going to be very, very fun. Well, so, United Airlines. What can I say about you except when you're flying that your engine kind of got a little problem with the engine there? Why didn't you have somebody look at it before takeoff? Huh? Why didn't you? Did y'all forget to call your mechanic? Did your mechanic fall asleep, say he was going to come in, just fell asleep, decided not to come in? What kind of a mechanic do you hire that does that, huh? I would call it unreliable. You know what else I would call that? Garbage. That's what I call it, garbage. Okay, so let's see. Oh, what about you, Delta? Well, did you have any problems yet? Oh, I hope you didn't, because if you did, I'd be definitely trashing you. Let's see. The whole industry. Okay, you guys, why don't you ask Wall Street what I did to them? Yeah, you like to just basically rob people of their money just to give them tickets, and then you basically say, oh, okay, no refunds. No refunds, that's garbage. You got to refund them. If you don't refund them, then basically no one's going to really, care about you. Because it's like, why would why people are hardly traveling now? And if they are traveling, then they're crazy. Because hardly people are traveling because of this whole, this whole Corona thing. And then you guys thinking that working the airlines is essential? What I do is essential. I'm not going to tell you airline industries what I do. It ain't your dang business, okay? Because airline industries, what am I going to say about you? That you are garbage. I see you in my garbage can. Look at you. You garbage. You garbage. Oh, y'all see the airline industries in here? See the whole company in here? Airline industries is garbage.
Edward,
okay?
let me help you out here for a second, okay?
Yeah.
Baggage fees. Go.
Yes.
Baggage fees. Well, you know what I think of the baggage fees? Here's another thing y'all do. Oh, thank you for the idea there. Baggage fees. You say, oh, we're going to charge, extra because you're bringing some luggage on board. Oh, that's extra. What the heck is wrong with you? Since when did we ever have to pay extra to have luggage on board? What is wrong with you? Huh? You do this just so you can get rich off everyone. That's what you're doing. You're robbing all the people of their money. So, okay, we're going to charge fees. This is an extra fee for, baggage. Yeah, we're doing, you got this is a little extra. This is why hardly anybody flies now. Get it through your heads. Why don't you ask Wall Street? Look what I did to them. I could easily do the same thing to you. I could do the same thing to you. Oh, what are you looking at, Aaron? Oh, you're going to be able to, don't even look at me no more, You don't cry. Yeah, you crying now? Oh, you're crying now, huh? This is a no crying zone. Get it in your heads because you're garbage now, okay? No crying zone. I don't want to hear it.
What about the security? What about
the? Think about the?
Go ahead.
Huh? What's your question?
I was gonna say, what about them overbooking flights, hoping that somebody's gonna cancel, and if the flight's full, then they kick you off of the plane, even though you paid your baggage fees and your for your ticket. What do you think about that?
Well, what I think about that is, airline. Thank you. You're giving me some stuff here. Well, you know what about that? If they pay their fees, then you get so booked up, then they get canceled, and you gotta make them What? Why do you do that? That's just, you know what I think? Airline industries, just for doing that, You're garbage. That is wrong. It's 100% grade A unacceptable. What? You want me to spell unacceptable for you? I ain't going to spell unacceptable for you. I don't need to. Why should I? Because, oh, what? Oh, you already know what you're garbage. So I'm not going to spell unacceptable for you. Figure it out. You know, y'all really need to get your darn acts together, okay? Because if you don't get your acts together, you're going to lose a heck of a lot of good traveling people that love to travel, okay? Because, I mean, how do you guys expect to make money? What happens if people you want to get people to travel and then you got nobody? No one there.
Edward.
So what do y'all do?
Edward, what do you think about the fact that if your flight is at 3:00 on a Tuesday, you have to show up at noon on Monday so you can wait in line forever for the TSA to grab your balls and finger bang your asshole?
Oh, that's crazy. Whew. You have people just waiting there. Yeah, walk through. Yeah, I think that is just crazy. I've even gone through that, and it's crazy. I'll tell you, I don't really like to, but if I got to do it, I do it. But you know, look at all these people go through that. Oh yeah, now you got to wait over here because you got you got to wait here now. We got to do what the heck? I just want to get on the flight.
What do you think about the fact that they won't let you have your cell phone on except for when you're at peak altitude, but they'll charge you $25 for Wi-Fi?
That's wrong. I think that's wrong. They shouldn't do that. Wrong. I say that's wrong and 100% that's garbage for it. I don't like that rule. I'm glad I don't have a cell phone, but I feel bad for the people that got cell phones. Hey, you guys got cell phones, they charge you. Hey, don't get on that flight. Get a flight where they're not going to do that to you. That's what y'all need to do. Yeah, you airlines people, don't charge $25 for people talking on their dang cell phones, okay? That's garbage.
Edward,
don't do it.
Edward,
Yes.
how would the airline let Chess Hall on the plane if he only bought one ticket?
That's a good question. I would hope they do. So that they don't.
Isn't that discrimination?
Would you sit next to? What if you were sitting next to him?
Well, I think Chess Hall's a good guy. Well, I never met Chess Hall, but I think he's a good guy.
Well, that's great.
Next to him.
That's great, but have you ever seen him though?
Like in person?
No, just that. Have you ever been on a plane, Edward?
I've been on an airplane before.
Okay. Are the seats big or small?
Depending on where you're sitting. Like I know first class.
You were flying first class, huh?
Edward, you weren't flying first class, sir.
Never mind. Forget that.
I'm not, or I am.
That joke crashed and burned already.
Either.
Well, I mean,
would you rather sit next to Chess Hall and coach or next to a crying baby?
Oh God. Well, crying babies. That's depending on how crying it is, because I know crying babies can be annoying. At times.
Chess Hall. So which one would you rather sit next to?
Wait a minute. Wait. Crying babies can be annoying? Are there situations where a crying baby isn't annoying?
Well, if it's not too annoying, it wouldn't be too bad. I mean, some... Well, I don't think... Well, no. It just depends. I mean, if you know how to, like, handle a crying baby, it would be okay. If I know how to handle it, if I could handle a crying baby, I'd do it.
Edward, how many crying babies have you handled in your lifetime?
Baby?
Oh God, I don't know I don't think I can handle that. No, I may be strong, but not that strong.
A crying Chess Hall. Chess Hall had a lot to say today, didn't he? In his video, did you catch it, Pete?
You know what? I don't know if I did. What did he say? Was it a trash talking video?
Yeah, he said he's winning the Slob Olympics. He mentioned you by name, sort of. He said Foreskin Peter has no chance against me, and he talks shit about me and Law Tide and BVD and yeah.
Oh, Foreskin Peter. He must have got that from Slim Mosley.
Chess Hall with the trash talking video.
But you know what? You know what? You should play it because you can play it if you want to on the show. Otherwise, I'll watch it when I get off. I haven't seen it though. No.
I don't know how fair it is to play a Chess Hall trash talk video after we just heard the king of trash talk. It just would be Chess Hall wouldn't stand a chance there. So, Edward, any last words today?
Well, last words. Well, I just saw someone in the comment section said, "Oh, I'm fired for what? Excuse me, whoever you are you my boss? Unless you're my boss, you get that right. But let me tell you, that is up to my bosses being fired. So, you don't get a shout out from me. Sorry."
Lenny the Gump wants to know if crying babies are garbage.
Crying babies. Well, it depends on what sort of crying we're talking about. Like if it's.
Look, there's only one kind of crying when it comes to babies.
All right, Edward, 60 seconds. 60 seconds. I want you to trash talk crying babies. Go.
Okay, crying babies. Okay, crying baby. If you're crying, if you're getting real annoying, I may not pay attention to you. But if you keep crying, eventually maybe I will. But if I end up paying attention to you, then I do. But then you have to promise me something. Don't cry anymore. Please don't cry anymore, all right? Because I'm not going to deal with it. I mean, I got 2 nieces. That's perfect for me. And I'm glad I don't have to, take care of them. I spend time with them.
Hey, we're glad too.
Yes. Pete, yes.
Edward, thank you for coming on today. Yes. I'm gonna be honest. The Wall Street, A++.
Oh, thank you.
Today, not your best effort. I have to keep it real.
Edward, you know what you were today? You were Clemson, sir.
Huh?
C-.
Yeah, C-.
Clemson, C-.
But listen, Edward.
Sorry, buddy.
They can't all be bangers, buddy.
That's right.
Yeah. Believe me, everything I do is C-. I'm a C- guy. That's why I'm a Clemson fan.
Yeah. I have 2,500 videos, Edward. 2 of them aren't any good. You see what I mean?
Mm. Yeah. So that means I'm not the only one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I have 1,000 videos and 998 of them aren't any good.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I can understand that this one wasn't my best. I mean, hey, I try. I do my best.
Let's do this for next week.
Okay.
For next week, Edward. Sometime this week.
Yes.
Sometime this week, I want you to email me a list of 4 or 5 things that you would like to trash talk. And then Monday when you call in, I'll pick one of the 4 or 5 things off that list. Because it does have to be kind of hard to do this off the top of your head with no notice. So,
right.
Yeah.
So think of 4 or 5 things that really irritate you or whatever that you'd like to trash talk. Email me those 4 or 5 things sometime, anytime this next week. And next Monday, when we bring you on, I'll pull the email up. I'll read over the list, and me and Pete will pick one of the things for you to trash talk. That'll be more fair for next week, I think. So that way you'll be prepared.
So I'm not fired, am I?
No.
No, listen. No. We don't want to give you the impression that we weren't happy with your performance because it was still amazing and fantastic. But you set such a high bar with the Wall Street.
Yes.
That I think that you could have literally trash talked anything this week and it would have been a step down. That's all.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Cool.
How's Dylan doing?
Luckily, I said to whoever it was in there, I said, "Oh yeah, I'm fired. Yeah, that's up to my bosses, guys."
How's Dylan?
Dylan's good. Yeah, he's actually working tonight.
That would explain why he's not here.
Yeah, it would. Thank you, Pizza Woman. I appreciate that. You get a shout out.
All right, give your shout out, Edwards, and then we'll let you go. Go ahead, go.
All right. Pizza Woman, shout out to you. Let's see. Who else is there? Lenny the Gump Summers, I'll give a shout out to you. TikTok Jess Hall, I'll give you a shout out. Let's see. Oh, I agree with you, Lizard Circus. Ballard would have been worse. Yeah, Nate, hopeful Wolverine fan. Yes, you get a shout out too. Oh, yes, you know it, Trash Talking King. That's correct, sir. All right, K5, I'll give you a shout out. Okay, you're just joking. All right, I'll give you that one. Oh, hey, I don't know if anyone heard Pigskin Pete's show last Wednesday. Mike Vick said he's not a fan of REM, and Pigskin Pete said that's a sin. I agree with Pigskin Pete on that. So I think it's time for I think Mike Vick should repent for that.
I agree.
Yeah. So I was thinking when he calls in, he can do it on, I know he calls your show, Lou, I think Tuesdays and Thursdays. I think he does both. So I was thinking you could give Mike Vick the choice when he can repent. He can do it on your show, your Tuesday or Thursday, or Pete's show, or this show tonight, Lunch Money. Next show.
You know what I think would be a good idea is to maybe get both of you on at the same time, because you had your whole atonement thing that you did for me and Pete. It might be good if you had a talk with Mike Vick along those same lines.
Oh, that would be good. So you want to try to get him on next week's show, Mike Vick?
I'll try to get in touch with him before next Monday and see if he can come on next Monday at the same time you come on right at the top of the show. That would be, I think, a conversation between Edward and Mike Vick is something that really needs to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. After listening to that, I might need to repent. Sure.
Oh, I think who else we should get to atone for? Celine Driver, because I'm sure he's got to do his atonement.
Oh, nothing would make me happier than to listening to that would be one Jew telling another Jew how they need to atone. That would be interesting.
Yes. Yes. I can understand, Pizza Woman, you're not a fan of REM. I'm not going to make you repent, Pizza Woman, so I'm letting you off the hook.
All right, Edward. Thanks for coming on, buddy.
And no problem. Hey, what time you want me to call in next week?
Same time, about 10:15. Just give me and Pete 10 or 15 minutes to start the show and say whatever pointless information we have to say, and then we'll bring you on about the same time, about 10:15.
All right, 10:15. I can do that.
All right, don't forget, email me that list, and be prepared in case I can get Mike Vick to come on. You can talk to him about his apology that he needs to make.
So you want 5 things for me to trash talk?
Well, just email me a list of things you would like to trash talk, and I'll pick one of them Monday for you to trash talk next Monday.
Okay,
yes.
So it doesn't matter how many?
No, you can send 100 if you want. I'm still only going to pick one.
Okay.
All right, Edward. All right, take it easy, buddy.
All right.
All right, thank you, Edward. You're the man, Edward.
Edward the Trash Man. That's what we're going to call him. That's his new nickname, the Trash Man. he takes out the trash every Monday night here on the Lunch Money Show with me and Pigskin Pete. So, not his best effort, but to be fair, listen, I basically trash talk for a living. And before I make a hype and hate video, I sit down for an hour and think about the team I'm going to make the video about. It wouldn't be, I could do it, but it wouldn't be it's not as easy to trash talk off the top of your head as it is when he has no idea what he's trash talking when he calls in. I just want y'all to know that he has no clue. Pete sends me a text message every Monday that says, hey, let's have Edward trash talk, whatever it is, Wall Street, the airlines, whatever. And he has no idea until he calls in what he has to trash talk. So,
and then you add coming on the air on top of that. If you're not used to coming, he might be used to it, but if you're not used to being on the air all the time, sometimes look, I know me and UncleLou make it look easy, or at least he does. I make it look terrible, but it's not easy to do that.
Yeah. So, we'll let him, he sends a list of 4 or 5 things. I can only assume that those are going to be 4 or 5 things that he has a lot of material about, and then we'll pick one and let him go from there. So that's what we'll do next Monday. I pinned the Slob Olympics T-shirt in the comments section, but remember that's getting taken down off the store. Saturday, I guess, of the Slob Olympics. But anyway, once the Slob Olympics comes and goes, that T-shirt is coming down. So never to be seen
ordered
again.
Mine last week.
Oh, okay, good, great.
Finally ordered mine yeah.
Yeah,
the
thing is,
to the party.
Yeah, even if you're not coming to the Slob Olympics, this is going to become a collector's item. I mean, you're going to be seeing these things pop up on eBay in the hundreds and thousands of dollars here pretty soon. You might as well go ahead and get you one now for $21.99. In fact, I'm thinking about ordering 5 or 50 more myself, just as an investment. And then we'll have next year's Slob Olympics shirt available sometime this summer once we figure out the details for next year's Slob Olympics as far as where it's going to be and all that kind of thing. But that we'll cross that bridge after we get through this initial Slob Olympics and see how many people survive. But I can't believe, I was saying the other day, Pete, 16. If 16 people show up to compete in the Slob Olympics, I will be. That's easily double what I had in my head maybe when we came up with this thing last summer.
I would have thought, first of all, like you said, any amount of people, whether it's 3 or 6 or 10 or whatever, is great. But my personal opinion was, I think we need like 8 to 10 people, right?
Yeah.
But again, it wouldn't matter. It could have been just me and you there. It could have been me, you, and Celine Driver and Mike Vick, or whatever. We still would have had a good time. But the fact that we have 12 to 16 people coming is nothing short of amazing and fantastic. And this is the first one. So, God willing, all these people that come this year will come back next year plus 16 more.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I was like, you know what? Even if we only have 5 or 6 people show up this year, it's the first year. We'll go, we'll do it, we'll film it. Everybody can put it on YouTube. And then next year, people will say, oh, they were serious about that Slob Olympics thing. And maybe more people will make plans to come. But I can't believe we have 16 people now saying they're coming. And none of them are saying maybe. Like a lot of these people, I know they're coming because they have hotel reservations for Friday. So I know, D4 and Carter and BVD and Jesse J and TikTok Chess Hall and Neo and Law Tide, and I know they're coming because they're all coming on Friday. We talked about it over the last couple of days. They've got hotel rooms, the whole thing. So, I know they're like Sea-Dog Morgan. I haven't known him very long, but he doesn't seem flaky to me. Like he's been saying he's coming for a week. I believe him. I think he's coming. Mike Vick, I think Mike Vick's coming. Slim
Shady told me a couple of weeks ago. I said, I know you've been telling me you're coming for the past year. I said, but are you really coming? Like, is it locked down? He said, I've already got my hotel, man. It's set in stone. So Slim Shady's coming too.
Yeah. Let me tell you and everyone else at the same time, we had I talked with 5 or 6 other Slob Olympians last night, and we ironed out a few details as it relates to the Slob Olympics. We don't have an exact order of events right now for a reason, because I think this is what we're going to do. When the Slob Olympics start at 11, we're going to do weigh-ins, and then right after that, we're going to do the events right away that have to be done outside. So the 40-yard dash, cornhole, the shoe throw, and the spin around the bat thing. We don't want to run out of time and not be able to get into the Hall of Fame and have a good time in the Hall of Fame. So we're gonna knock those events out. We're also gonna be having multiple events going on at the same time. For example, I think there's 3 sets of cornhole boards that are showing up. Well, that still only means that only 6 people can play cornhole at a time. We're not gonna have 10 people standing around watching 6 people play cornhole. So while 6 people are playing cornhole, another 6 people can be doing paper, rock, scissors, or the IQ test on the computer, or whatever the case. So we're going to try to get this thing wrapped up by 3 o'clock so we can head into the Hall of Fame, have 2 hours to tour the Hall of Fame, and then at the end of the Hall of Fame, we're doing the field goal kick and the football throw there inside the Hall of Fame. And those will end up being the last 2 events, unless we run out of time. There are some events we can do after the Hall of Fame if we had to. I mean, like the IQ test, we can hang out in the lobby of Embassy Suites and take the IQ test. There's going to be plenty of laptops there.
So somebody told me somebody told me that they do a 40-yard dash timing inside the Football Hall of Fame as well. You know about that?
I don't know about that, but we're not taking the time for 16 people to wait in line to individually run the 40-yard dash. We're not. I mean, that'll just.
But we're doing that for the field goal kick, though.
Right. We're not then getting back in another line and waiting again.
Okay. I got you. All
right. And I don't remember them having a time 40-yard dash. But maybe they do.
You're right. Even if they do, it's something that we can do outside without having to wait an hour.
Yeah, because we're not timing 16 individual people running the 40-yard dash either. 16 people are all lining up and running at the same time, and we're going to record the finish line and go back and look at the tape, and that's how we're going to know who came in first, second, third, fourth, fifth.
Yeah, I mean, we might have to do it 16 times because there'll be 16 false starts, but other than that.
That's possible, yeah. Or depending on what kind of space we have, we might do, I don't know, we'll figure it out, but it would just take way too long for the thing is, the Hall of Fame closes at 5 o'clock, and the Slob Olympics is great, but people want to go to the Hall of Fame, and you don't want to have to run through there because they're closing at 5 o'clock, and oh my God, we got to kick a field goal at the end, so you're running through the Hall of Fame, not enjoying it, skipping everything. So I've been through the Hall of Fame before. We need at least 2 hours in there.
No, look, I want to enjoy the Hall of Fame. I don't want to run through it. I've never been there, and I don't know when the next time I go back will be. So yeah, I want to take it all in.
Scott Kerr, yes sir. If you don't mind, I wasn't going to ask you to do it tomorrow because it wasn't your fault it didn't get done today. But if you don't mind doing it tomorrow, Chess Hall's calling in tomorrow too with the traffic report. He volunteered, so I didn't want to ask either of you to reschedule, but if you don't mind calling in, say normal time, right after we start the show, 8:15, whatever. If you call in, I'll put you on first due to fake news. Thank you, sir. Ryan Parker, thank you for the super chat. He said, did y'all see that video of the OU wide receiver picking a fight in the bar? Yes, I did. Did you see this, Pete?
That was where he got his ass whooped.
Oh my God,
his buddy.
Yeah. Now this guy was what would you say, 6 to 8 inches taller, the wide receiver. I mean, this was he picking on the little guy in the bar. Turns out the little guy is a 10-year MMA vet. Now, not that he's in the UFC.
His buddy too.
Yeah, not that he's in the UFC, but he's been training in MMA for 10 years, and he beat the absolute bejesus out of that Oklahoma wide. The Oklahoma wide receiver had to have surgery on his eye today. He almost lost his eye.
I'm sure he did. I'm surprised he didn't get his neck broken.
I mean, he popped him right there. The first thing was 2 or 3 pops to the eye, and then he jumped on him and put him in that rear naked choke and then down on the floor into the guillotine, and I said, this is over. This is over. And then out of the blue, from the side of the frame, you see his buddy come in and whoop the other guy's ass.
Yeah, it slammed that guy's head against the wall, too.
Yeah. I mean, as a little guy, I enjoyed that. I don't know what started it. It looked like the Oklahoma wide receiver was provoking it, is what it looks like in the video. But we don't know what happened before the video starts.
He was running his mouth.
Yeah, running it. Yeah.
And then his buddy really messed up and pushed the guy.
Yeah. And it was all over by the crime.
And then you saw, by that day it was over. He looked at the other guy and he just smiled like, okay, we're about to whoop you dude's ass, and there's nothing they can do about it. And then you know what the best part was, is that he looked at the guy and then slapped him and then punched him. He didn't just punch him; he slapped him first to let him know he's a bitch.
Yeah. A couple people are asking if the video is on YouTube. I'm pulling it up now, and I'll show it for those of you that hadn't seen it. Let's see here.
Oklahoma football player suffers serious eye injury in bar fight. Oklahoma wide receiver Spencer Jones was seriously injured following a situation at a local bar. According to the news, Jones was involved in a fight in the bathroom of Loggies on the corner, and
Okay, hold on. That doesn't show the video. That's just got pictures. Let me find one with the actual video. Is this it?
Did you know that the average adult has 5 to 20 pounds of poop in their body?
No, didn't know that. Chess Hall has 10 times that, though. Let's see.
Your boy Dan, love you. See, usage happens, but we don't his and words jacket. All right, keep
there you go.
An eye on the jean jacket guy behind.
Big guy right there with the jacket on is the Oklahoma wide receiver.
About 1, 2, 3.
Boom, boom, boom.
Taking him out. throwing
Look
him,
at
smacking him down, picking him up like he's not a college wide receiver, and just
look at him.
dropping him, dog. Just dogging him, man. Straight dog walk.
The end is brutal too. The other guy
Under
gets thrown into the wall.
This is not good. Then you got big old Bolt to the right here, just tearing
Watch
up
this.
lanky kid, and all Jones can do is just, let me just extend my arm. This ain't running routes, dog. Like, you might be
Boom!
Ooh! You guys see
Yeah.
that? Let's bring that back. At that moment,
God
Ryan
dang.
knew he messed up. Dog. What are you guys doing?
I mean, that's
Let this be a lesson to people. You never knew who you're messing with.
yeah.
That's all you need to know. I mean, you can talk all shit you want. You might come out on top, but you really never know who you're messing with.
Dude had to have surgery to save his eye.
I'm not surprised. You know what the fucked up thing is that I wouldn't be surprised if they brought charges against the MMA guy. I mean, because it's still assault, right? I mean, he hit that guy first, so he's probably going to get charged with who knows what. And but he wasn't the one that really started the fight. Like, he might have threw the first punch, but he didn't start it. But whatever. Yeah, that's the way it is.
Michael Hogg, no, I don't have the shirts here. The only way to get one is through the Teespring store. Sending me the money wouldn't do you any good. You got to buy it through the store. I don't have a stack of them here that I send out or anything. It's all done through a third party. So yeah, you'll have to click that link and get it that way. Okay. Let's do the Slob Olympic odds. Are you ready? And then we'll wrap the show up with some Netflix stuff if we have time. But
all right, cool.
So let me just recap real quick again what we're doing. We've got 16 Slob Olympians. I have listed them 1 through 16 and what I think the order of finish will be. Pete has done the same thing. I haven't seen Pete's list. He hasn't seen mine. We're going to average mine and Pete's list together and come up with the official Slob Olympian odds. So maybe me and Pete both have the same person winning, in which case that person clearly will be the favorite. But if I have somebody, let's say I've got Chess Hall finishing first, and Pete's got Chess Hall finishing fifth. That's 1 plus 5 is 6, divided by 2 is 3. Chess Hall gets a 3. The lowest score, once we go through the entire list, will be the favorite. The favorite's odds are going to be plus 200. Every person after that is going to have 200 added to it. So whoever's the second will have odds of plus 400. So you guys want to place some bets, you'll have some odds to do it. Why don't we start? Should we start? I think we should alternate.
Here's where.
Should we start at 16 or start at 1?
I think we should start at 1 and go back and forth. That way we can give the average for it.
All right.
But here's what I'll say about this. I want to give my disclaimer first, because sitting down to do this was not easy. And the reason, and I think Lou could probably attest to this. First of all, I mean, I don't know. You might have met 1 or 2 people on this list, Lou. I haven't met any of them in person. So we have a competition that is somewhat half and half physical, half intellectual, mental, whatever. Like, for all we know, Mike Vick might be a fucking genius.
Right.
Right?
Right.
For all I know, Law Tide might run a 4.40. I mean, I'm not saying I don't think he will, but I don't know. I've never met Law Tide before.
Well,
he might be athletic as hell.
And then you got things like paper, rock, scissors. How do you figure out who's winning that?
Yeah.
I mean, even cornhole. I mean, I've never seen anybody on this list play cornhole, and everyone's an expert at cornhole on the internet, just like they're an expert at everything else. But so I don't know. So it's not easy to do this list.
No, it's definitely not easy. And then there always has to be somebody that you pick last. Now, here's the other thing I want to ask you, Lou. So me and you are the ones picking this, obviously. No one else is picking it. So Can you vote Uncle Lou number one, and can I vote Big Skin Pete number one, or should we leave ourselves out of it?
No.
Oh, you can. Okay.
Yeah, of course you can. I've been saying where I plan on finishing for a while, and that's where I have myself picked here. So,
all right. I'm not going to pick myself number one just out of superstition.
Right.
But, okay. Gotcha.
All right. Well, I'll go first, and I'll say my number one, then you say your number, or do I say my number one and then you say where he is on your list? Well, how are we going to do this?
No, I think. Well, that's a good question. Yeah, that actually the second way sounds better. That way we can make an average.
Okay, we'll do that.
Yeah. All right.
I have finishing first place in the inaugural college football, or not even college football, just YouTuber Slob Olympics. According to Uncle Lou, your champion of the 2021 Slob Olympics live in Atlanta, Georgia, March 5th through 7th will be none other than D4 Sports.
Oh.
Now, I'm going to give a little, similar to my polls that I do, I'm going to give a little bit of reasoning of why I had him there. He appears to be pretty smart to me. They do these trivia things in the middle of the night, and he does pretty well on them. He's an encyclopedia of useless information, but that can dictate intelligence, in my opinion. So I think he'll do well in some of the intelligence events. While he doesn't strike me as the most athletic person coming to the Slob Olympics, he appears to me to be more athletic than most. And I think the combination of those two things will serve him well. He'll need some luck. Anybody's going to need some luck to win the paper, rock, scissors, and a couple of the other things. But I've got D4 Sports at number one.
Well, then he's going to be the favorite because, well... I have D4 as number one also. Like you said, he strikes me as a pretty smart guy. And I don't know if you've seen his MMA fighting videos. He's definitely athletic.
Okay.
He's a big guy. I mean, I think they told me he was like 6'4" or 6'5",
yeah.
230 pounds. I don't know, whatever. He's a big dude. But he's a big dude that can move. I've seen it firsthand. So out of all the people that I have seen move in a real way, I'm most comfortable with D4. So I also have D4 winning the Slob Olympics.
Just as an afterthought, I'm going to take the over on 230 pounds.
Okay, 250, 40, whatever.
But so no matter what happens from here on out, it's impossible for anyone else to be the favorite. D4 is your favorite to win the Slob Olympics. His odds plus 200. For those of you that don't know what that means, you bet $100, you win 200. That's how that works. Okay. You go first this time. Who's your second place finisher?
Well, coming in a close second place with handsomely good looks, a svelte build, and the IQ of a young Alex Trebek is Pigskin Pete.
We did not coordinate this list, did we?
No.
You have no idea. I don't have any idea what yours is. I also have Pigskin Pete finishing second.
Well, hold on. Let's do this again. If you ain't first, you're last, Ricky Bobby.
Yeah. All right. So your second place odds-on favorite to finish second is none other than Pigskin Pete at plus 400. Okay. Third, I'll go first this time. Now, Pete, just like in anything else, there are always some surprises, are there not? Always. You make your top 10 in football now. That's not likely to be the exact top 10 at the end of the season. So I decided I was going to mix it up a little bit here and there in this list. You always have an underdog that seems to come out of nowhere. This is a guy that I feel like not a lot of people know a lot about, even though he's around everywhere all the time. Your third place finisher, according to Uncle Lou, none other than Kevin Cook.
Hey-o, Kevin Cook. You know, I think judging from Kevin Cook's comments over the past couple of years, I definitely think he's a smart guy. I had no idea what Kevin Cook was. Kevin Cook could be 500 pounds for all I know, which I'm not saying he is. I don't know. So, good pick, I guess. That's not who I have third, though.
Okay.
Coming in at number 3 for Pigskin Pete is somebody that I had not even hardly in the top 10 until a couple of days ago. And that would be Law Tide.
Oh, okay.
I think Law Tide is Law Tide, and he has a persona that let me think of a way to say this. He has a vernacular that makes you think he's not as smart as he is. I think Law Tide's very smart. And I also was extremely impressed by Law Tide's video that he put out the other day, the Slob Olympics training video. And I don't know if that video was doctored. I'm not making any claims that may not be true. I swear to God, I saw him kick the football 70 yards. I'm going with Law Tide number 3.
All right. So I had Kevin third. You had Law Tide third. All right. Yeah. I'm writing this down so we can average them when we get there. Okay. Because we don't know where Law Tide will finish in the odds yet. We have to average it up once we get to wherever I have Law Tide. So we'll go to fourth place now, and your turn to go first.
Coming in at number 4 is a guy that you might all know. You might know him very well. I hardly know him at all. I don't know him at all, as a matter of fact. He happens to have the best Monday night 10 p.m. show about nothing on all of YouTube, along with some other jabroni that nobody knows about. And that will be UncleLou, coming in at number 4.
That's a great pick, sir. That's a great pick. An amazing pick, even.
I am a real American.
I also have UncleLou coming in 4th place. Woo! That makes UncleLou's average definitely a 4. Doesn't mean I'll finish in 4th place, though. But the average of both of our picks for UncleLou, 4. Okay. Now, who do you have as your 5th place finisher? Or is it? No, it's my turn, isn't it? Okay. 5th place. Representing to you, Slim Shady Canes. Yeah, that's right. I got our boy Slim Shady coming in 5th place. Truck driver, which, let's just be honest, probably indicates he's a little bit overweight. I love truck drivers. Let's just call it like it is. They sit around most of their life, right? In a truck, a lot of them tend to be overweight. Seems like a pretty smart guy, though. And I don't think he's as overweight as some of the other people in the competition, which will behoove him in some of these physical events. And I have a feeling he's probably above average as far as athleticism goes when you look at these list of competitors here. So I've got him coming in a respectable 5th place.
That is respectable. And we're along the same lines here. I don't have Slim Shady at 5. I have him near that. But my 5th pick to win is none other than our boy C-Dog Morgan. First of all, he's a Georgia Tech fan, which means he can do anything.
Oh, that's right.
And on top of that, the video, he could do that. The video that he put out the other day lets me know that he has upper body strength enough to shake a shake weight for 45 minutes or however long it took him to film that video. And I know he can run at least one block if I saw him do it. So 5th place for me is Sea Dog Morgan.
All right. So I had Slim Shady 5th. You had Sea Dog 5th. Now we're on to 6th place. And you're up first.
Coming in at 6th place is a guy who I really like a lot. One of my biggest supporters on YouTube. Is the guy that you just picked for 5th, is Slim Shady Canes. I think he might be the smartest guy in this whole thing. What do you think about that, Lou?
Anything's possible.
Anything's possible.
Yes.
Now, I know a lot like myself. Me and Slim have a couple of similarities, and we have a couple of differences. Similarities, we both drink a lot, and we both smoke. That's an automatic bad thing in any physical competition. Outside of that, physically, we're completely opposite. He's probably 2.5 of me. And like you said, he sits around, his job and requires him to sit a lot, being a truck driver. I don't know how much, I don't know how much he weighs, but I'm going to say just on intellect alone, he should be in the top 5 or 6. So I'm going to put him at number 6.
My 6th place finisher, Law Tide. So you had him a little higher. You had him at 3rd. I have him at 6th. For a lot of the same reasons, really, that I had Slim Shady at 5th. I had a hard time with 5 and 6 between Slim and Law Tide. I think they're both probably smarter than average. I think they're both probably more athletic than average. I can't think of a single event that either one of them will just completely tank in,
Right.
So I had a hard time between those two. I sort of flipped a coin thing there. Slim at 5. I've got Law Tide at 6. Now you had Law Tide at 3rd. I had Law Tide at 6th. That's a total of 9. Divided by 2 is 4.5?
Yep.
So Kevin was at 4.5. So is now Law Tide. So they're going to be tied somewhere, maybe even 3rd, but we'll see as we probably definitely 3rd, because we're up to 7th place now. 7th place, Sea Dog. We have a lot of the same people here wrapped around the 4, 5, 6, 7 spot. But you had Sea Dog at 5th.
Yep.
I've got Sea Dog at 7th. One of my favorite people, a newcomer of sorts to this scene. A guy I like a lot, put a lot of effort and energy into his video, which has to count for something. You already mentioned the shaker weight. He has to be the smartest person there, because the whole Georgia Tech thing, and they don't mind. I mean, you have to be Einstein level to even be a Georgia Tech fan, I think, according to what they say.
Yeah.
Now, I've been in a lot of Pep Boys in my time. They didn't appear to be geniuses to me, but hey, I'm just an idiot YouTuber. What do I know? So I had Sea Dog at 7. You had him at 5. 7 plus 5 is 12. Divided by 2 is 6. So Sea Dog right now has a total of 6. Who do you have at 7?
This is professional handicapping at its best.
Oh yeah, this is very scientific. Yeah, very scientific here.
So at number 7, I have the one and only. There's definitely no other one like this. No other contestant like this. Now, all the contestants are original. Don't get me wrong, but there's only one like Celine Driver. Now, I don't know a lot about Celine Driver. First of all, he comes off as a pretty smart guy to me. So that's number one. So I'm trying to balance the intellect and their physical ability, which is hard to tell on YouTube. Physical ability for most people. How old is Celine Driver?
He's in his 50s, upper.
He's in his 50s. Well, he looks good for his 50s. Looks like he's in pretty good shape for his 50s. You know, I mean, I've never seen him run around the block or anything, but he doesn't seem to me to be a person that's like completely out of shape. You know.
Right.
So I'm coming in at number 7 with Celine Driver.
Let me write that down. Well, you got him way too high. Just telling you that now. I'm just telling you that now. Okay. My number 7 was Sea Dog. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so we're on to number 8 now, and you're up first here on number 8.
This is getting harder and harder, and the main reason it's getting harder for me is because we've added Golden Blue Dude, Kevin Cook, Wing Sports, and Neo. Or at least Golden Blue Dude, Wing Sports, and Neo. Kevin Cook was new to me. And let's just name the people we have left here that haven't been. Well, I can't name them. Some of mine you haven't been picked either. All right, number 8 for me. Jesse J.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to go with Jesse J. Another person that I feel like is definitely not a dummy. I don't even know if we've had any. I don't know if any dummies. I don't think any dummies are coming. Well, we'll see. And another guy that I think is in decent shape, from what I know, which is very little.
Yeah.
So I'm going with Jesse J.
You have Jesse J at 8. I have at number 8 the king, self-proclaimed king of the late night streams, A.C.P. Carter. 45 Entertainment. Yeah. Now I've seen him throw a couple of shoes, and it was impressive because he did it in weather. And he had pretty good form and distance and everything in a blizzard, which I don't expect to be the case when we get to Atlanta, which I'm assuming would only improve the ability that he showcased there in his video. So that was the main reason. Really, he's right in the middle, really, on my list here at 8. I think there's a few people smarter than Carter. I think there's a few people smarter than Carter, and I think there's a few people more athletic than Carter. He's by no means the dumbest or least athletic, so that's why he kind of landed right in the middle on my list. I think he'll beat a lot of people in the spelling bee and the IQ test and all that, and I think some people will beat him in the IQ and the spelling bee and all that. I think he'll do well in some of the physical events, like field goal kick. I'm not sure. Never seen him kick a field goal before, so I don't know. But obviously the shoe throw, 40-yard dash, I think he'll come middle of the road. I mean, there's some obvious ones that he's going to beat in the 40-yard dash, and I think there's obviously some people that are going to beat him in the 40-yard dash. Anyway, sort of right in the middle. I've got Carter at number 8.
I think that's a great pick.
Yeah. Number 9.
He's hard to judge. You know what it is?
Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Well, I was going to get on to number 9, so if you have something else on Carter.
I was going to say about Carter, for me, seeing the video, I don't know if anybody else saw this video. It was a live stream whenever BVD and Carter were together, and I guess they were staying at the same place. BVD snuck up on Carter, who was passed out. I think he was in his underwear, like Sleeta, in a hot tub with a cigarette hanging out of his mouth. And so, recency bias has a lot to do with it. Carter he might beat me for all I know, but the vision of him passed out in his underwear in the hot tub with a cigarette hanging out of his mouth is stuck in my mind. So that moved him down the list.
Neo, are you not competing in the events? We'll cross you off. I don't think we've got to him yet anyway on here.
Is that what he said?
He says, why am I being included in the what does he say? Why am I included in the actual competition? Well, I just assumed you were competing. If you're not, we'll just cross you out. Let us know in the comments. If you are, we'll cross you out. Number 9, I have Jesse J. Another truck driver. So I know I'm stereotyping here, but I've seen Jesse J. He's a big old dude. He's not winning the 40-yard dash. I mean, that's not an insult. I'm not winning it either. I can't run from here to this door. If this building caught on fire, I'm just likely to burn down and die myself as I am to ever make it out of here alive. I mean, I can't run either. I mean, this ain't personal. We're just ranking these people. I don't think he's winning the 40-yard dash. I don't think he's winning the IQ test or the spelling bee either. I think he's going to come right in the middle in most of the events. I don't think he's going to bomb very many of them, if any. Again, the luck events, you have no idea. Paper, rock, scissors, he could win. He could come in last. I have no clue. Same with cornhole. I just have no way of knowing. He could win that event and finish higher on this list, or he could come in last and finish lower. I don't know. I've got Jesse J around the middle at number 9.
Good pick. And this gets harder towards the end, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, which is great.
Number 9 for me is going to be the newly added gold and blue dude.
Oh.
I've seen gold and blue dude. He looks like he's in good shape. I mean, the last video, he did a training video. He looked svelte. He looked like he was jumping around with no problem. Looks like a guy who, well, I don't know if he smokes or not. I don't know. Looks like a guy who doesn't smoke or drink too much or eat too much. Right along those lines. I think he'll be a force to be reckoned with in the physical competitions. Talking to him on the phone, I'd say, he's definitely no dummy. So I'm going to go with gold and blue dude.
You've got gold and blue dude at number 9. That's a good pick. That's a really good pick. Let me write that down. Gold and blue. My number, who was my 9? Oh, my 9 was Jesse J, right? Yeah.
So I got to go with number 10 now.
Yeah, now we're on to number 10.
Let me ask you a question. Is Neo being included or not?
He says he will compete. So yes, he is. He thought it was only for people with YouTube channels, but I mean, there's people competing who like he joins the StreamYards and all that all the time. He's just as much a part of all this silliness as anybody else is. So I say put him in, and he said that's fine. So
I'm gonna go. I feel bad about. I don't know enough about Neo to make a decision, so I'm going with BBD next. There's only a few left. I know BBD's smart. There's no doubt about that. But look, let's be real here about this. BBD has not been private about his health problems. Okay. So any physical competition, now I don't know, he might be able to kick a football good, but based on what I know about him and most of us know about him, I don't think he's going to be able to do push-ups, running. What's the other ones we're doing? The bat on the head thing. So, I mean, that's 3 of the 10 competitions right there that I don't think he even has a shot in, just because, not by fault of his own, just because of his health conditions. So that's why he's so far down. But no doubt he will be there in every other competition for sure. So BBD at number, what did I say, 10?
Yes, that is what you said.
Yeah, 10.
I have gold and blue dude at number 10. He's not fat, so I can, and he appears to be able to move without any medical aids of any kind. So I can only assume he'll finish in the top half of most physical events, particularly the 40-yard dash. I've seen it. He made a video throwing some shoes. This guy was throwing Jordans. First of all, sir, I don't know if you know how old you are or not. Why you have Jordans is a whole other issue that I'd be happy to make a video about if you need some attention. But you're a grown man, from best I can tell. But that doesn't matter. Point is, I've got him at number 10, though. I'm trying to add up these odds as we're going along. Let's wait a minute. So here's where we're at so far. D4 is the overwhelming favorite. Okay, he's at number 1. Pete, you were clearly the second place favorite so far at plus right behind D4. Lou was third so far. Okay. So let me fix this. Because I'm working on a graphic here as we go. Because I have to put up at the end. It's got everybody on it, and I'm just trying to keep
like
up
you
as
said
we
earlier,
go.
if you have a tie, if you have a tie, they can have the same odds.
Right.
I mean,
that's what we have.
And that shouldn't matter. Right.
Like we have a tie for. We have a tie for fifth. Yeah, fifth. Because when you have a tie, you skip a number. So like there really is no fourth. Right. So, well, here's where we're at so far. I'll just put it up now. Here's where we're at so far.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, sorry about that. We're working on this here, and cut the audio off for a second to ask Pete something. But so these are the odds as they are right now. D4 is the favorite, plus 200. Then Pete at plus 400. Then Lou at plus 600. Kevin and Lawtide were tied, so we skip fourth, and they're both tied for fifth at plus 800. Slim Shady sixth at plus 1,000, and Sea Dog 7 at plus 1,200. So that's where we're at now. If I continue on down the list here, let's see. D4, Pete, Kevin, Lou, Slim Shady, Lawtide, and Sea Dog. Now, I had Carter at 8, and you haven't got to Carter yet. I had Jesse J at 9.
No, I do want to. I want to clear up something in the chat though. From I don't know if we need to explain this again. The way that the point system works for the odds. I had somebody in here. Who is it? Zach Bolton says, didn't they both pick Lou at 4? Yes, we did. I picked him at 4. He picked himself at 4, but it's an average.
Yeah, so
That's
4 plus 4 is 8.
Even though we both picked him 4th.
Right. 4 plus 4 is 8. I picked myself 4th. He picked me 4th. 4 plus 4 is 8. You divide that by 2. That's an average of 4th place. No one else on this list other than D4 and Pete had an average higher than 4.
Right.
So that's where these are coming from. I had Jesse J at 9th. You had him at 8th. 9 plus 8 is 17. So Jesse J is going to be 8.5. I had Golden Blue Dude at 10. You had him at 9. That's 19. That's going to be 9.5. Golden Blue, 9.5. And that's where we're at so far. And now we're on to number 10, which I had Golden Blue Dude. So who do you have for 10? I had Golden and Blue Dude.
I thought
10.
I had BVD at 10.
You have BVD at 10.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're on to number 11 now. Here's another one where I'm going outside the box here. This is, first of all, this is one of my favorite people that on this list. But there's just some events I don't even know how he's going to do them. And it's not his fault. It is what it is. But I think he's going to excel in the events that he can do. I've got Vic Tube at 11.
Vic Tube at 11.
Yes. He can't do the field goal kick, I'm sure.
Yeah.
He can't do the 40. I mean, I know he's doing the 40-yard dash, but, the baseball bat spin around thing. I love Vic to death. But there's going to be some events he comes in last or next to last, whatever the case. But I think he's going to.
Yeah, he can't. I don't think he
overachieve.
Probably can't do push-ups either.
I think he's going to overachieve in some of the other events, and we might even. Well, yeah, he's going to overachieve. I've got him at 11.
That's a good one. At 11, coming down to the get down here. I'm going to go with Carter with 11. I would look. I had BVD at 10. I've got Carter at 11. You could easily flip flop those two and put Carter at 10 and BVD at 11. Whatever. I think they're two peas in a pod in this competition. I think they're both smart guys, limited physically. So Carter at 11.
I'd like to make a side bet with you right now that Carter finishes ahead of BVD.
Well, like I just said, you could flip the two, so I wouldn't be surprised if you're right.
All right, so you've got BVD at 10.
Well, no, I don't know about that. Well, this is another problem. Like, I don't know Carter's physical ability. So, and I don't know. I think they're pretty equal. I'm not making a side bet with you though. Not on that one anyway.
We've made it through 10 spots now. Let's see.
11 spot.
11. You've got Carter at 11. Yeah, you're right. Back down. There it is.
Yeah.
So I had Carter at 8. You had Carter at 11. That's 19. Divided by 2 is 9.5. So Carter gets a 9.5. It looks like then Jesse is going to have the 8th place odds at 8.5.
Mm-hmm.
And then Gold and Blue Dude and Carter are both tied at 9.5. But we'll hold up on that. There might be somebody else that comes in with a 9.5.
So
too.
BBD's in the chat. BBD's being very humble, and he says Carter will finish in the top half. So BBD agrees with you.
Right.
I had BBD one spot ahead of Carter, but BBD agrees with you.
Well, like you said, BVD is a smart guy, so he clearly agrees with me.
Well,
who did I say was 8? Oh, Jesse J 8. Okay, yeah, Jesse J. Jesse J plus 1,400. Somebody can make some bank if they're a believer. So there's your top half right there. All right, we're on to number 12 now. You can go first, too.
I get the first number 12. So we're running out of people here. I'm going to have to go with Kevin Cook at number 12. And you know what? I would have put Kevin Cook maybe in the top 7 or 6, maybe even the top 5. But the bottom line is I'm human. And Kevin Cook's wife doesn't like me, and neither does Kevin Cook at this point. So,
wait a minute.
He fell all the way down.
How did I?
I'm just kidding. You know what? You had Kevin Cook high on your list.
Yeah, but I don't know why he shouldn't be on here then already. I don't know how he got on this list already on the screen.
Did I? I didn't pick him already, did I?
I don't think so. Unless no, you had D4, Pete, Law Tide, Lou, Sea Dog, Slim Shady, Celine Driver, Jesse J, Golden Blue, BVD, Carter, and Kevin Cook. So I don't know how Kevin Cook got on this list at 5th, but he's fixing to get removed. I did have him high, though. What did I have him?
I definitely did. We'd have to go back and look. I'm pretty sure I didn't pick Kevin Cook yet.
I've got your. I mean,
talking about him.
Are you making this up off the top of your head, or do you have it written down?
No, I have it written down.
Because I've been writing it down. I've been writing it down as you go, and I don't have that you picked Kevin.
Well, I've been crossing them out as I go, and he's not crossed out. So,
all right. So you have Kevin at 12. I had him at 3rd. That's 15. 15 divided by 2 is 7.5.
Yes.
So he's actually in 4th place by himself. No. Law Tide was 4.5. Sea Dog was 6. Kevin's going to go below Sea Dog.
Yeah. Watch Kevin win the whole thing. That's a bet on him.
I had him at 3rd. So Kevin, gone. And Law Tide moves up. Yeah. After Sea Dog? Yeah, after. So he goes after Sea Dog. All right. Yeah. This is running. This is a well-oiled machine. What we're doing here.
It's all going to work out. I think we're doing a good job. All things considered.
Yeah, fixing it as we go is better than waiting till the end, and we'd never get it right. All right.
Yeah.
So Jesse J is going to be 9th. J plus 1,600. There we go. All right. Now we're good.
Got it?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Now we're good. Okay. Where are we here? Your 12th place finisher was Kevin Cook. My 12th place finisher is Neo. I don't know that much. I have seen him, so I do know what he looks like. He wouldn't be winning any weightlifting competitions, but neither would I. But there ain't no weightlifting competitions in here. He's not.
Yeah, me either.
He's not overweight. He's not overweight, which has the potential to benefit him in some of these events. But I don't know how. For all I know, it's been 30 years since he ran anywhere. I don't know. I have no idea. He doesn't seem like an idiot. But I don't know that much about him. But he does seem like the type of guy that if I did know more about him, maybe he could be higher up. But I've got him at 12th. So that's who I had. Neo at 12.
Sounds good. Kevin, I don't dislike you, sir. I don't dislike anybody. All right, is it my turn, number 12? My turn, number 13. No, you go 13 first.
13, I have the king of the Jews, Celine Driver. He's up in age. He may be is he the oldest competitor? I can't remember.
That's a good question. I don't know.
I think he's older than BVD. I think he's the oldest competitor.
I think they're around yeah, I think you're right. I think he's BVD's 53, and I think Celine is 57. Yeah, he's a couple of years older at least.
He appears to be in pretty good shape, but again, age could be a factor. Neo says he's the oldest. Okay, well, age could be a factor here. He seems. He does seem intelligent, almost obnoxiously so.
well. The same can be said about both me and you on that subject.
Facts.
To be fair.
So I've got Celine Driver at 13.
All right, that's a good pick. Kevin, again, I picked Celine Driver over you. Look, I've seen Celine Driver. I've heard Celine Driver talk on multiple occasions. I don't know anything about you. That's all. It's not personal. All right, so it's my turn, number 13, right?
Yeah.
Shit. I'm gonna go with Mike Vick. Coming in at 13.
I like that.
I think you nailed it. You nailed it on the head. His obvious disability, being in a wheelchair, is a hindrance to him in a lot of competitions. But despite the fact that he's the only one in a wheelchair, I think he will outthink a lot of these people in the mental competitions and not come in last place. So, with all due respect, my boy Mike Vick.
Good pick. Excellent pick there at 13. So I had Celine, you had Mike Vick. You're up first on 14.
All right, so there's only two left, right? So, or three.
Well, it's three left, but one of them's X-Wing Sports, and I put him last because I couldn't. He could be 90 or he could be 9. I have got no idea.
Yeah, and I did the same. So for me, it comes down to Chess and Neo for this spot. Chess, Hall, I love you, brother, but I'm going with Neo.
I have BVD at 14. I'm extremely concerned about BVD and his ability to even finish some of the physical competitions. Not in a trash talking way, but he's got some health issues that he doesn't hide. He talks about them all the time, involving his legs and things like that. Having some problems with them lately. Push-ups, not sure how. I do think he can do some push-ups. How many, I don't know. Yeah, I've got BVD.
Yeah.
I've got BVD at 14, and then that means we both have Chess Hall at 15.
We both have Chess Hall at 15, and then X-Wing Sports at 16. And BVD in the chat brings up a great point. And this is, I feel bad if this is not a troll. Like, do you know who X-Wing Sports is?
No.
Like, is he been around a lot? Or
all I know, I know the name. I know the name, and then I get an email today saying I'm going to the Slob Olympics. So I just emailed him back and said, well, be there Saturday at 11 if you want to compete.
First of all, I want to say I hope it's real, and I hope he's a real, he's serious. So hopefully he does compete. But I'm not willing to put him on my list not knowing.
Yeah, he's going to be listed as off the board or whatever. There's not going to be any odds on him because he just got in too late. So nothing against him. He could win the whole damn thing. For all I know, he shows up looking like Apollo Creed from the original Rocky. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. So Chess, I have at 15, and then that's it.
Yeah, I mean, with Chess, it's just all obvious reasons. I mean, just go through the events. 40-yard dash, most likely last place. Push-ups, I don't think he can do any. The IQ test and the spelling bee. I mean, best case scenario, he finishes somewhere between 10 and 16, in my opinion.
Yeah.
The field goal kick, I don't think he'll make it. The shoe throw, he may do okay. Let me ask you this about
the field goal kick.
Yeah.
How far is the field goal, the goalpost from where you kick
far.
from?
It's not far. It's like extra point range. It
like,
might even be closer than that. It's not far at all.
So is it 10 yards, 20 yards?
Well, I didn't measure it when I was there.
My point is, if it's a 5-yard field goal, I think Chess could make that happen, but I don't think he's kicking a 20-yarder.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Yeah. But here's the thing with Chess. Everything that we do know that we can relate to an event is not good.
Yeah.
In other words, you tell me the event that you look at Chess Hall and you go, he could win that.
Well, I guess the one he would have the best chance in winning would be the football throwing accuracy, because he might just like who knows, somebody can get lucky in that event and just hit it.
Right. See, even with paper rock scissors, I think Chess is more likely to get disqualified than he is to win it. Like he throws it on 2 instead of 4. Like he gets confused and just doesn't know what he's doing, type of thing, and gets disqualified or something. And Chess knows this. I love Chess to death. He's one of my favorite people on here, but this is a competition here. So I have him at 15. Of course, the X-Wing guy at 16. So let's see if we can figure out the rest of these odds here. So who's missing from the list? Now, Gold and Blue Dude, I had at 10, and you had at 9. That's 19 for a total of 9.5. Jesse J was 8.5. Carter was also 9. So it looks like Gold and Blue Dude and Carter are going to be tied for the next spot, which means we'll have to skip 10, and they'll be tied for 11th. 11, Gold and Blue Dude. Almost typed in God. Him would have been mad. And Carter. And they're going to be plus 1,800.
In all fairness, we might have been the first ones to pick the order of people, but I think that some of these other guys, especially the ones that have prominent YouTube channels like BVD and Carter and Law Tie, they should pick the order too, because I want them to see how hard this is.
Yeah, this is hard.
It's not easy.
So Law Tie is on there. Sea Dog Carter. Jesse J is on there. Going Blue Dude. Now, I had Mike Vick at 11. You had him at 13. That's a total of 24, which divide that by 2. That puts him at 12 points. I had Neo at 12. You had him at 14. That's 26, so that's 13. I had Celine at 13. You had him at 7. 20, so that's 10.
A good,
so he's next.
Good BBD. I'd like to hear your order. Believe me, buddy, it's not easy.
Get your picks. Get your money in on Celine Driver at plus 2,000. All right.
We need a bookie for this.
I had BVD at 14. You had BVD at 10. That's a total of 12 points. What was Celine?
I think we'll see when you're done here, but I think Kevin Cook, or Kevin Dogs Fan for Life, as he's known as now, he might be the best money bet as far as the odds and the payout. I'd say probably. I mean, plus 1,400.
Vic was 11 and 13, 24. So Vic was plus 12. Who was plus 10? Neo was 12 and 14. So Neo was 13. Gold and Blue Dude was 10, 9, 19, 9.5. Who the hell was 10?
Yeah, Neo, you're just another one I don't know enough about to put you high enough. Like, if I'm going to put you up my board, I have to at least know. I just don't know enough about you. That's all.
BVDA was 14, 10, 20.
Plus, you said you're the oldest person in the competition.
Celine was 13. Celine was plus 10. That's right. BVD and Vic are tied for this next place, which then would not be 14. It would be 15 since they're tied. BVD plus 2,200. Get your money in. BVD and Michael Vick have the same odds. How do you feel about that, Pete? Does that seem right to you?
No, I don't think that seems right. I will ask Mike. You know what, Mike Vick? I don't know if you have an extra wheelchair laying around, but you might want to bring it because one of us is going to need it at the end of this thing.
All right. So there's your official odds. Just Hall. Oh, I forgot to put his thing in there. There you go.
I got to say, those odds look pretty good to me. I think we did a pretty good job. You know what's going to be fun is after the fact, going back and looking, comparing what actually happens to this list here. And I don't think we're going to be that far off.
Well,
I mean, we're certainly going to get some wrong. But
yeah. I'm going to go. I still think I will finish fourth. So that's another interesting, like BVD, you're in, who's in here? Kevin's in here. BVD's in here. If you're in here and you're on this list, because me and Pete had to pick where we thought we would finish.
Yeah. I mean,
wait a minute.
Look,
we done left.
I honestly,
who's left off this list? Hold on, because I skipped a number somewhere.
Don't tell me there's somebody else. No, you got 16 people on there.
Who was?
And that's not even including X-Wing Sports. So I thought we said 16 people.
Yeah, but all right. D4 was first. Pete was second. Lou was.
Oh, he said Neo.
Yeah, because we're missing a number. Where is Neo? So who's on here twice?
Oh, that's why. Because there's no 4. It's 1, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Which, whatever. But yeah, Neo.
I see what we did. We done screwed up. 1, 2. So Law Tie should be 4.
Yep. You have to change 4 through 16.
But
it doesn't really matter. You could just put Neo at 17. It's no difference.
But there's not 17 people.
I know, because you skipped the number on your thing. You have D4 1, Pete 2, Lou 3, and then you go straight to 5. There's no 4 on there.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I'm fixing it now. 6.
Yeah.
Uh, 7.
Traveling Fools, are you coming? Because if you are coming, you should compete.
Who?
Traveling Fools in the chat.
Traveling
He
Fools?
told me he might come.
Never heard
He's been
of him.
telling me he might come. Might come, might not come. So he's been telling me that for weeks. I'm just confirming whether he's coming or not. It was dependent on another trip he was taking. If he could, he's going to Bali. If he wasn't going to Bali, he was coming to the Slob Olympics. So, or Mexico or something.
Well, seems like an obvious choice to me.
Well, that's what I said.
All right, now somebody proofread me and tell me how I've done managed to mess this up again now.
You have 2 10s.
Well, that's because they're tied.
All right. Well, then it's not wrong then. So there's no 14.
And Neo's still not on here. Yeah, there is a 14. It's on.
There's no 14.
Yeah, there is.
Oh,
it might not updated yet, but there it is. But Neo is still.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I see. Yeah, I see it. I see it now.
So Neo would have been right after BVD and Vic. So Neo would have been
Yes.
So here, we'll do this. So 14 Neo plus 2,400. And then change Chess Hall to 15. And that'll be right. All right. Now let me shrink this down. There we go. Now it's right. Now you can screenshot it. Tell all your friends. Okay, so now as soon as I asked that question earlier, I started working on that thing again. But so who's in here that's going? Kevin, BVD. So y'all tell us, where are you finishing, Kevin? Where are you finishing, BVD?
Yeah.
Neo, where are you finishing? Who else is in here? Is Lawtide in here?
This is a good question. D4 Sports has showed up. Maybe he's been in here, but D4, you are the odds-on favorite in Vegas. In Pete and Lou Vegas, in Lunch Money Vegas, to win this thing, buddy. We both picked you to win it.
I don't know anything about the sports guy. BVD says we're missing the sports guy. I don't know who that is. Who's the sports guy? This is everybody that I knew of that was coming.
I've never even heard of the sports guy.
Neo says 14 is about right for him. Kevin says top 5 somewhere I think I can finish. So he has the 7th best odds, but thinks he can finish in the top 5. Now, to be fair, I had Kevin finishing 3rd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he might win the thing. I have no idea. Do you know what Kevin looks like? I mean, this is a big part of it. Like,
No one knows any. We're not ranking X-Wing Sports because nobody knows anything about him or who he is. I've never seen him. I don't know what he looks like. I don't know if he's 150 years old or 5 years old. I don't know if it's 1,000 pounds or 50 pounds. For all I know, he's a quadriplegic. I just don't know anything about him, so that's why he's not on here.
Yeah, exactly.
And we've explained that a million times. I don't know if I think what's happening is people are coming in and out of the stream, and so they think we're forgetting something, but X-Wing Sports is purposely not on here. So BVD, where are you finishing? He's in here. Kevin's in here. He said top 5. D4. Now, where do you think you're finishing, D4? We have you at number 1. What do you think?
They're traveling full, so he'll finish top 1. Yeah, D4 is saying he's a big guy, which we already know that. But I've seen you move, and you're not unathletic, and we both think you're pretty smart too. So that's why you got number 1.
BVD says I'm finishing above 10. Chess. Well, we have you at 12th, BVD. That would be above. We have Chess at 15, but we were wondering. We were wondering if you wanted to say where you think you're going to finish, though. Alejandro says Pete at 11.
I might finish 11th. Yeah, he might be right. We'll see.
I might finish last. I don't know, but I've been saying I think I'm going to finish 4th. I'm going to stick with that. I think I'm going to finish 4th.
Yeah, look. I think I'll finish in the top 5, but
the luck events are hard to. I mean, you don't know. I mean, look at any of these people that we have at the very bottom. Just start with Celine and go down. Any of those people could win paper, rock, scissors. Any of those people could win. What else could they win? Well, that might be about it.
Yeah.
I mean, they could make the field goal. BVD could make a field goal. Chess could make the field goal. I don't know. I mean, we'll see. Neo, hell, for all,
I mean, there's more. There's more, and there's more to this than just luck or skill. It's sometimes you just blow it. Like I could get up there and miss the field goal by 50 yards, but I could shank the thing. That's that. Hell, I could trip on the 40-yard dash and come in last place.
Yeah, like
that's actually pretty possible.
The
I might fall down.
The main way I came up with like my top 4 or 5 was people who I don't think will blow any of the events. But with that being said, D4 could come in last in paper, rock, scissors. And you can do well. And, I think until we get up there and start tallying up the scores as we go, I don't know. If you finish last in an event, is that it? Is that too much of a hill to climb after that point? I don't know. We'll have to see. Chess Hall could win paper, rock, scissors, and D4 could come in last. There's no way to know on that. Some of this stuff has got so much luck involved. There's just no way to know. But the things that we can know,
wants to know.
There's no way. I don't think under any circumstances, D4, Pete, Lou, Law Tide, Slim Shady, anybody in the top 5 right there, I don't think any of them are finishing last in the IQ test or the spelling bee or even the 40-yard dash. So that's how I came up with who to put in the top 4 or 5. Trying to pick who's going to win these things. It's hard.
It's hard, and the spelling bee might be the biggest unknown. Well, the rock, paper, scissors might be one, but the spelling bee, because you might know everybody else's first word, but get your own wrong. Like you never know what word you're going to get. So that's one that could get interesting in the first round. I think more than half of the people, or at least half, let's say if there's 16 people, right? I'd say 8 of the 16 people misspell their first word.
Oh God.
And yeah.
Could be.
I'll be that. I'll probably be one of them too. So I'm not. That's not trash talking. Put me in the category.
Yeah. And obviously, all of the results of all of these events are going to be public knowledge. So,
well, if you mean by posted on 18 million YouTube channels for the next 5 years, then yeah, it's definitely going to be public knowledge.
Right. Right. Like, honestly, the best case scenario would be for somebody like, well, let's say, for example, I were to come in last place in the IQ test. That joke is never going away. So.
Oh yeah, that would be the worst. That's the worst competition to finish last in.
Yeah. I hope it's not me.
I'd rather get last place in every single competition combined, and then not last place in that one.
Oh man, let's catch up on these super chats. There's quite a few of them. Appreciate y'all supporting the channel with these super chats. This is great. Sorry for the delay in reading them, but I'm, as evidenced earlier, I'm not the brightest bulb here, and it took me a lot of concentration to get these odds down with the averaging we had to do. But so Bama Mike, thank you for hitting the super chat, sir. He says, I finally figured out what the most annoying sound I ever heard is. Edward. Edward is want to hear the most annoying sound in the world? Garbage! Garbage! Ryan Parker, thank you again for the super chat with the OU wide receiver. Ben Easterling, thank you, sir. He says OH. How does that end, Pete?
N-O.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Mr. Easterling. And he let us know no audio, too, when I put this picture up initially, so sorry about that. The Block O says 2021 Natty. UGA versus TBDBITL. I don't know what that means. He's an Ohio State fan.
I have no clue what that means.
I don't know what TBDBITL means in reference to Ohio State. I would like to know.
Me either.
the best damn something in the land.
That's the best damn band in the land. That's their band.
Oh, okay.
But that has no P's in it.
The best.
You say P's or B?
B. TBDBITL. The best damn band in the land. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, best damn band in the land. That's it.
Georgia is playing Ohio State's band for the Natty, I think is what he's saying. Ben Easterling, thank you for the super chat. I just bought a 4X Slob Olympic shirt for Jordan. Jordan Bowman?
For who?
He said for Jordan. Is he talking about Jordan Bowman?
Jordan Bowman's the only Jordan I know on YouTube, but he might be talking about somebody else. I don't know.
Jordan, is your slob level 4X, buddy?
Is Jordan coming?
I don't think so. Not that I know of.
He should. He's only well, how far is Clemson from Atlanta? Like 2 hours?
Yeah, he goes to Tater U, doesn't he go to Tater U?
Yeah. Yeah, he goes. Yeah, he does.
Is there an interstate that runs through Clemson? Does I-85 run through there?
Yeah, 85 is where that's
okay,
it.
so yeah, straight shot then for him.
It's like an hour and a half, maybe.
Okay.
Something like that. It's not that far.
It's about the same distance as it is for me, just a different interstate. I'm I-20 from here to Atlanta, about an hour and a half.
Yeah.
I think I-85 is what runs from Atlanta to Tatertown.
Yeah.
4X stands for 4 times bought, I think. Oh. I just bought. So you bought Jordan 4 Slob Olympic shirts? Well, whatever you did, thank you. Ben Easterling says, hit UncleLou here on PayPal. That's a good idea. That's always a good idea.
That's a great idea.
Let's see if anybody took him up on that idea. I always forget to check it until the end of the show. Mr. Easterling took his own advice. Thank you, Benjamin. He says nothing. But he donated $4.20.
He says nothing.
He donated $4.20. I know what that means, Pete.
Yeah, I know what that means too. So, well, I think everybody knows what that means.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ben.
I was informed yesterday by a Slob Olympian whose name I will not mention that he may have to smoke some marijuana for health reasons there at the Slob Olympics. I said, well, that's
well, as far as I'm concerned, he can smoke it for health reasons or any other reason. I can care less what other people do.
That's what I said, too. As long as it doesn't occur in either one of the 2 hotel rooms that are registered in UncleLou's name. Other than that,
good point. I didn't think about that.
No problem. No problem.
Yeah. Yeah, you could light up in the lobby, and I could really care less.
Let's see. Who's still in here? Alejandro. Lenny the Gump is here. 4X stands for 4 times. All right. So Jordan Bowman. He says, yeah, I-85. Okay. Kevin Dog says he's in North Carolina, I believe. Talking about Jordan? Well, doesn't he he goes to Tater U, though, doesn't he? I thought he did. Doesn't he go to Clemson?
Yes, as far as I know.
Maybe he's,
I'm in North
I don't know, are they
Carolina
homeschooling?
Now. I still have to. Yeah, hell, I don't know. Ask him. Jordan, are they homeschooling you? What's going on?
Uh-oh, Chess Hall's here. He says, I will not finish last. I promise you that. Well, this doesn't mean you'll finish last. These are just the odds. D4 being at 1 doesn't mean he'll finish first. It means he has the best odds of finishing first. That's all it means. This is like looking at the national championship odds in June. Whatever, Alabama or whoever it is might have the best odds. It's not a guarantee they'll win the national title. This is just who has the best. These are just the odds as of today. So take that.
All this means, Chess, is if you want to make a lot of money and you think you're going to win, then bet on yourself at plus What odds are we giving chess? Plus 5,000?
Plus no LOL.
This is a good question by Ben Easterling. He wants to know, are PEDs off limits? No, I'm bringing tater juice. As a matter of fact, I've already been on 2 cycles of tater juice, getting ready. So I'll be all juiced up for the Olympics.
Chess is not only dumb, but he's non-athletic. RMF tied. Chess, look at it this way. Don't look at it. You're the favorite, Chess, to finish last. Look at it that way. Don't look at it that you have the worst odds to win. Look at it that you have the best odds to lose. You see what I mean? Look, you have to get a glass half full mentality. He also has the best odds to finish. He also has the best odds to finish above where he's projected to finish. Yes. Nobody else is in projected last place, so he's the only one that can go up. Everyone else can only go down, or maybe they can go up, but chances are they'll go down. He could be Iowa State. If this is a team talent index, yeah, Chess is last. But he could be Iowa State. Am I wrong? That's true. You're not wrong. I mean, just because whoever wins this thing doesn't even mean they're the best. Right? I mean, didn't South Carolina beat Georgia a couple years ago? Was South Carolina better than Georgia? No. Yeah. They were that day, though. Somebody might have a bad day. D4 could be Florida State. Top 10 talent. And finish unranked. We don't know. Chess and BVD are the favorites to win the Slobbies. Alejandro wants to know, where's the trophy in that? So what is the update with that? There is a trophy. Okay. What I'm going to do is, the only thing I'm getting engraved on the trophy is Slob Olympics champion. And then there's going to be a large plate that's blank. Yeah. And whoever wins gets that trophy. This is my idea. Yeah. And it's up to you to take that trophy into a local place wherever you live and get your name and the year. That's it. And when I'll talk to the winner about this when we get there, but we want to keep the same trophy as long as we can. So when you take it, whoever wins, when you take it in to get it engraved, the smaller you can get it engraved, we'll see how big the plate is when I pick it up next. I think it's Wednesday when I pick it up, how big the plate is. And, but I'll explain all that to the winner. But the idea is to keep the same trophy and eventually have a bunch of different people's name engraved on it. Yeah. So there's a lot of people in the chat that are inquiring about what this thing is going to look like. Is that something you don't want to reveal yet, or are you willing to tell us what it looks like? It's not going to be anything. I mean, it's not going to be like a trophy of a bag of Oreos or something. It's going to be a pretty plain looking trophy. There's not going to be really anything about the trophy that signifies the Slob Olympics. I did look into it. There were some places online that would do a custom one. There were some places like the closest I was able to find was like the closest thing I was able to find would have been like a sumo wrestler looking thing, or there was some food. There was some food trophies. That would have been funny. Yeah, there was some food trophies, but nothing here locally. All the places here just do your typical, either a trophy or a plaque. And the trophies are standard: a guy swinging a baseball bat, a guy kicking a soccer ball, a football player. Yeah, they didn't have anything. I would have had to special order something, and it just would have taken way too long. So, all right, well, maybe we can figure something better out for the ones in the future or whatever. But that's the best I was able to do for this time.
No, I think that's. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's plain or not. I mean, that might even be better. Like, look at the Slob Olympics. Like, let's have a Slob trophy too. You know what I mean? Like, it could be. As a matter of fact, the cheesier probably the better for that event. You know.
I was also thinking, and not everyone has to agree to this. If even a couple of people will agree with it, though, whoever finishes last eats for free when we go out.
That sounds good, except for this. If that's Chess Hall, that could be a problem on the wallet.
Well, I'm not going to buy anybody's drinks or whatever like that. But if even if we can get 3 or 4 people that'll throw in $10 or $15 or something, in the
yeah.
Because let's be real, the winner is the Slob champion. But if you come in dead last, you're King Slob for real. I mean, like, in the true meaning of the word. If you come in last, you're a world class slob. If you can't beat this list of people here, so. But I was thinking about doing something like that for the last place person, like
Yeah, look, everyone can pitch in a couple of bucks and buy them dinner. That's not a big deal.
Yeah, and no one has to either. I don't want to, because money doesn't grow on trees and things are tight for everybody. So I don't want anybody to feel like, oh God, I don't have $5 to pay for such and such. It doesn't matter. It's just. $20 or $30 total to go out and eat for somebody, 40 at the most, and if we get 3 or 4 people to throw in $5 or $6, that'll, but do something for whoever comes in dead last too. So
let me, one last question about this, as far as the semantics go, do we have somebody that's bringing the trash can, or is that what we're going to use?
Well,
for the
football now is being done inside the Hall of Fame. They have a football throwing thing, like a stand with a net on it or whatever, and stand in a thing. And so we're gonna do that in the field goal kick inside the Hall of Fame.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
So that's good because it probably would have been hard for someone to bring a trash can anyway.
Right.
Like a garbage can like you put out in front of your house. Those are huge.
Yeah.
So.
We're meeting. Right outside the embassy suites at people. I mean, come at 8 a.m. if you. I mean, I'll be up at 8 a.m. drinking coffee. Anybody that's in the Atlanta area, come anytime. Things are starting though at 11, and the meeting spot is the lobby of the embassy suites, right outside the embassy suite. I mean, because everything is right across the street from embassy is the Hall of Fame. Right next door is Centennial Park. There's that alley there where we can run or whatever. So. That's sort of the meeting spot Saturday morning, because you got some people that are driving in Saturday morning, people that live local. Like, who else we didn't put on this list? We didn't put Big Dog Brett on this list either. He's coming.
Is he coming?
Yeah, I talked to him today.
Oh, damn! You already went through the whole thing.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you right now, he would be on the left side of this list.
Yeah, well, that's a significant addition there. He might be in the top 5.
Why don't we
definitely in the top 5, according to me.
Why don't we well, you want to call him a tie for 5 with Slim Shady? Or 6 with Sea Dog? Where do you want to put him in this list here?
Yeah, no, oh shit. I know Big Dog Brett a little bit, so I'm gonna say put him at 5 with Slim Shady, unless you.
That sounds good to me.
Object to that. Yeah.
5.
Yeah, he's a smart guy, and he's in pretty decent shape too. So yeah, he's definitely top. I think he's top 5.
Here we go. In a minute, we'll think of somebody else that's coming. I actually do. I think that's it right there. Plus the X-Wing sports guy, if he comes. But I just don't know who he is to even try to rank him.
There might end up being some people. I can think of a handful, 4 or 5 guys out of this list that might be hurting on Saturday morning.
Yeah.
Hungover.
You know who?
That's a disadvantage.
one more person we need to we do need to add here. Here we go. There we
Put
go.
Luda on there?
No, I'll put him on there.
Oh, him.
Yeah, him.
Yes. Him plus a millie.
Yeah. Him will know what that means, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
There we go.
I actually know what it means, too.
Yeah.
That looks like the best list that we could have come up with.
Hey, him. There he is, too. Look at him, right on cue. You know? I shake the quarter and my dancing monkey shows up.
Shame on him.
Yeah. Hey, come to Atlanta. Prove us wrong. Him.
Yeah, I wonder if him comes, will he bring her with him?
You seen the original? You seen the original Kings of Comedy? That stand-up show. Him downstairs.
Yeah.
Where the cookies and shit? Oh, him downstairs.
Hey, let me ask him a question. Is there a her, or is it just a him, or is there another him? You know, I mean, it's 2021. I'm no judgment here, but is there a her or another him? A significant him or her?
Could be a significant him and him. I mean, there's no way to know. I guess we'll find out on March 6th.
I just hope him brings them and they with them.
You think him's coming for the whole weekend, or you think him's only coming on Saturday?
I'm not convinced him's coming at all. As a matter of fact, I'm going with him is not coming at all.
Okay.
And neither is they or them. that whole group is not coming.
He says, Pete, don't get involved in this. It's a huge mistake for you. You wanna apologize to him?
I'm the king of making mistakes, and that sounds like a threat to me.
Him downstairs.
I'm more scared of her than him.
What's the backstory on him? Him says he's coming to the Slob Olympics to see if I will tell him my thoughts on religion to his face. That's the backstory.
I mean, that's great and all. I you know.
And he shows up in here with a bunch of cryptic messages like, see you in 2 weeks, and you won't be laughing in 2 weeks, and wait till March 6th, and all this kind of I don't know if he's expecting me to suddenly make a video going, well, I'm not going to the Slob Olympics because him's coming. I don't know if that's what he's expecting to happen, or I don't know what he's expecting to happen, honestly.
What I'm gathering out of the chat section here is that I'm not privy to something. Him is apparently somebody that everybody knows who him is, but except for me, like he's another person with a troll account, right? That's what's going on here. I don't know who him is, for anybody who's wondering.
Oh, okay.
I don't, and really don't care. But Lou, do you know who him is?
Do you know where him is?
I don't know where him is. No.
Him's downstairs.
I don't have a clue.
Him downstairs. Hey, him, where the cookies and shit? Him.
Hey, tell him I said what's up. Tell him I said what's up.
Him. Pete says, "What's up?"
Traveling Fool said, "Him on first."
Him's on first.
That's good.
All right. Well, we better get out of here. Oh, wait.
Yeah, him telling me to close my mouth now.
Yeah.
No.
How many of these is him bringing to Atlanta? That's what I want to know. How many wireless keyboards?
I'd say 0.
0,
huh? Her won't let him bring a wireless keyboard and embarrass the family.
Him can go to Atlanta, but her making him leave all the wireless keyboards at home.
Yeah, and they don't have enough room in their trunk to fit that in there.
Decision made.
And neither do them.
You made your bed. On March 6th, you lay in it.
Sounds like a plan. Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Bring them and they with you.
Yeah. Is him mom dropping him off and picking him back up later? Oh, boy. All right. Let's get out of here for real. This was a long show.
All right.
Here.
Yeah.
Let me put the odds up one more time. Y'all screenshot these odds. Share it with all your friends. The official, at least lunch money official, 2021 Slob Olympic odds. There you go. Me and Pete will be back next Monday. What? What did he say?
RMF Todd said it sucks to be him. Oh, shit. All right, go ahead.
Me and Pete will be back next Monday. God willing, right, him? God willing. Me and Pete will be back next Monday to do this pointless show all over again. Edward will be on with the trash talking again, and he'll be more prepared because he's gonna provide us a list of things he wants to trash talk about, and we will pick one of those things on Monday for him to trash talk. And whatever else we come up. We wanted to talk about Netflix shows today, but it took me way too long to average this stuff out, which isn't a good sign for my upcoming IQ test. But nevertheless, I think we finally got it right here, or at least close to right. So we'll do the Netflix thing for sure next Monday. Just ran out of time today. And whatever else we can think of between now and then. What do you got coming up, Pete? The call-in show on Wednesday and Friday?
Yes, actually, I'll be on the Morning Wood Show, the other morning show. I'll be on the Morning Wood Show, which I believe we're taping tomorrow night sometime. I think it's on ACP Code. And you know what? I'm not a good person to ask about this. I don't know when it's being taped or whose channel it's on, but I'll be there. You can rest assured of that. Yes, then Wednesday night at 10 p.m., you can catch me on my channel for the live call-in show.
No, well, it's being taped about 2 a.m. tomorrow night.
Well, if that's the case, I won't be there. But
yeah,
if it's taped when I'm thinking it's going to be taped, then I'll be there.
Let me ask you this. When you go on Morning Wood,
Yeah.
do you think him will be there?
Probably.
I think he probably will, too.
I would imagine him would be there.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know who him is, but him, you know what? Him might even be one of the people that's normally on the show, or him might be in the comment section. I don't know.
All right. I'll be back at 8 a.m. in the morning for the morning
Hey,
show.
but I'm looking forward to meeting him, though.
Yes.
That's all I can say.
Yes. I'll be back at 8 a.m. for the morning show, and then tomorrow night at 10 o'clock for the college football call-in show. I did upload a video today. So if you haven't seen it yet, make sure you check it out. A lot of you were asking for me to put out new versions of some of those series of videos that I do mostly in the off season. So I did a comment on the comments video on Friday. Today, I did another list of things that irritates me video, and there was some good ones in there. Make sure you check it out. We appreciate y'all tuning in tonight. I had a great time. Big shout out to all of you in the comments section. The comments section is the best around. So big shout out to y'all. And those of you that chose to support the show through the Super Chat and the PayPal, Ben Easterling, thank you, sir. Very kind of you this evening. The Block, thank you. Ryan Parker, Bama Mike, Golden Blue Dude, and JoJo Bugs. Thank you all so much for supporting the show tonight. It means a lot to me and Pete. That's what keeps these shows going. So shout out to y'all. We love you guys. I'll be back in the morning. Tune in to Pete Wednesday night for his call-in show. 10 p.m., right, Pete? Wednesday?
Yeah, 10 o'clock sharp.
Yeah, 10 o'clock sharp on Wednesday, and I'll see you in the morning. We love you guys. Have a good morning.